All right, guys. So I am back in BGC, Bonifacio Global City, Uptown, right here at the Uptown Mall, Chase Building. This is my original place that I came to when I moved to the Philippines in 2022. And I am officially back. I've been coming in here a lot. I still live in Makati, Poblacion, in a beautiful building, beautiful penthouse. And that will truly be hard to give up. And this has been a hard decision. I initially said I was leaving Manila, and I will probably do a quick visit to Cebu to visit a girl that I met in BGC last year, since I promised to do that. But to be honest with you, after a lot of careful consideration, there's my old building, One Uptown Residences. Got the fire fountains that I would look at from my window all the time when I first started my live streaming and YouTube career. And I think I got my mind made up. You got the Uptown Ritz, Uptown Park Suites. Not sure what building or where exactly I will be moving to in BGC, but I think I have decided that I will officially be returning to BGC. Unless lightning strikes or hell freezes over when I go visit this girl in the next 30 days or so in Cebu, I think that I will definitely be back here in the big bag Bonifacio living. I think this is just the best area in the Philippines. Some people might say it's boring, but for me, I don't really drink alcohol. I've drank maybe 5 days in my entire time in the Philippines. So that's not a big deal for me. I'm not really into the walking street red light district of Poblacion. It's been fun, and it's the real Philippines. It's a little more crazy and stuff. But this is kind of my vibe, probably living between here and Boracay. I realized that I had it right the first time. I just got that $500 electric bill that you may or may not have seen that video on. So I had to abandon that ship. I didn't want to get any of those in the future. But I think that the best that the Philippines has to offer is really Uptown BGC, to be completely honest with you. I don't think there's anything better than this. And I think that I will officially be returning to BGC somewhere. I don't know if it'll be Uptown, Forbes Town, near SMR, High Street, whatever. But I gotta wait a little bit because my lease isn't up for like less than 2 months. And I don't have the type of money where I can just rent 3 places or just have overlapping rentals and stuff. I don't want to deal with Airbnb, my other one. So we shall see what the future holds, but it's official. I'm moving back to BGC, barring a disaster when I come to Cebu, and I just absolutely have to live in Cebu. I just don't see that happening. I think that I'll choose BGC. I said the air quality, but it looks like after doing research, if you live in Cebu City Central, it's actually just as bad or similar. So maybe the air quality really doesn't change unless you go to like Lapu-Lapu or Mactan, which will be kind of boring realistically. So I think that what makes the most sense is to come back here, maybe even on like a month-to-month basis, or maybe I won't lock myself in completely. Maybe I will just do like a month-to-month type thing. I think I have one located where I can just go month-to-month rather than locking in for a year. Everybody wants a year and 10 post-dated checks and all that. If you can avoid that, try to avoid it. Airbnbs will be super overpriced, but sometimes you can get in with owners or property managers and just say, hey, listen, I'll give a couple months up front, or I'll pay you 3 months up front, or I'll go month-to-month with you. And they might just do that, especially if you pay their asking price. So it just depends. A lot of people end up getting locked into those year leases, and BGC ain't a bad place to be for a year, but if you don't need to commit, don't commit. I'm the kind of guy that gets super bored in different places. That's why I'm always bouncing to Cebu or Siargao or Boracay and BGC, Makati, really. But at the same time, you got to just figure out what's the best for you. Where can you kind of exist? And this place just has like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of food options, beautiful women, tons of like dating in Manila of girls that want to come visit you in BGC or Makati or whatever. So Manila and Cebu are obviously like the 2 places that foreigners are going to live. There's not that many people moving to Davao or Dumaguete anymore. It's kind of faded out since there's been a lot of drama and a little bit overpriced for what you get with Dumaguete. It's not exactly like a Boracay style beach and you're damn near paying those kind of higher prices and stuff. So I think Manila or Cebu for any of you guys that are moving out here. And I think BGC, if you can afford it, which things have gone up a bit, I'll probably end up paying 45, but I'll probably get a balcony this time and be on a higher floor with like an unobstructed view rather than being on the 17th floor and just a fire fountains view and no balcony. So maybe that's worth it to me. A nice spot to do my lives every day, around 9-ish. Did mine today at like 9:30. Maybe I'll start doing them at 9:30. That seems to be a good time. But yeah, this is kind of the best the Philippines has to offer from my perspective. Obviously, I haven't been everywhere. I've been to Lapu-Lapu. I've been to Mactan, which is part of Lapu-Lapu, Cebu City Central a bunch, Siargao, Boracay, lived there, all over Manila, et cetera, et cetera. But, you know, nothing even comes close to this. It's just so perfect and safe. And, you know, there's just tremendous dining options. And Manila, the city, although there's many, many poor areas, has just so much to offer by way of, you know, the different things I've mentioned in the past with COD, Okada, Resorts World, MOA, you name it. All the beautiful malls and all the little different things to see and explore. You know, Manila is probably your best bet if you're a person that gets bored easy. You can check out a different spot or find your favorite spots, you know, like I have. So it's official. I'm moving back to BGC, barring some amazing, you know, Cebu steals my heart if I go visit this girl for a couple of days, or I really see a side of Cebu maybe that she can show me that I haven't seen. I know I said I was leaving Manila, but I think I'm just leaving Makati, and it'll be really tough to give up that view. It's amazing doing the lives from there and having the birds fly by and all that. But BGC is a way different level of comfort. I was hanging out with a friend last night who lives in Makati, who used to live in BGC, a Filipina, and or Filipina. She's like 3/4 Filipina, 25% Japanese, and she said that, you know, she would live back in BGC, but her business is there. So I totally get that. And so everybody seems to agree with me, although everybody's like, damn, you shouldn't let this condo go for the 30K, because it's easily a 40 to 45K penthouse that I have. But whatever the case, you know, oh, she's texting me right now as I'm doing this video. But yeah, whatever the case, I'll be back mid-November. It's pretty much set in stone again, unless Cebu. I see a side of Cebu that tells me it's better than BGC, which I just don't think I will. I think IT Park perhaps, but I think I'll give BGC a shot and probably try to do a 3-monther rather than commit to a year. And then I will, maybe I'll go to Cebu for a couple months after that. If nothing is keeping me here, I'm getting bored. Maybe I can get out of signing these long leases and just end up doing like 3 months here, 3 months there, since I get so bored so quickly. That might be really my best bet. So we shall see what the future holds. But yeah, definitely gonna move back to BGC, even if it's on like a few month basis. And I will be going to Cebu probably in the next 30 days just for a couple days to visit a friend of mine that I met in BGC last year. But I just don't think that I'm going to move to Cebu at this particular moment, and I think I'm going to leave myself the option to bounce around. I don't really want to do an Airbnb because you pay like over double, but I do have a woman I think that's willing to do a 3-monther or a month-to-month here in BGC. So we will see if she has any units available when I'm actually ready, because I don't really want to do the overlapping thing. I'll enjoy my last 2 months at my penthouse and just take grabs into here like I've been doing for a couple hundred pesos or whatever, and just deal with it that way. But yeah, you got to appreciate the beauty of this city and just the immaculate, clean, mirrored skyscraper vibe. I've recommended that many people move here, and many have, of my previous, you know, supporters and subscribers and stuff. And you know, any information that I can give, just let me know. I'm doing consultations for $50, PayPal link in the bio. Did a couple this week. I have a membership for $5 in the link to any, the link is in any of my previous lives right there in the description. And basically just go live every day, probably do it at 9:30 now. That seems to be a great time to do it. For people in the United States are off work. Most of my people on the West Coast and stuff. And, you know, people in the Philippines are able to tune in. So check out those if you haven't. And like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Uptown, beautiful Bonifacio Global City. I am officially moving back. It's official. Until now and then, sana all for a whaling.